It begins with a ball. 2 teams, 2 nets, that ball, and a love of everything between the lines. But the game is more. The game is you giving every last breath to finish the sprint. The game is that last ounce of strength that pours out of you as you stretch to save your team. The game is questioning yourself over and over again until you find a way forward. Your personal best today is your challenge for tomorrow. Giving everything now is only knowing how much further you can go. The laces we tighten are the ones that bind us together. Entering the huddle as a player and leaving as a team. Play because you love it. Inspire because it's in you. Unite because it's in us. Ontario Soccer.
Alright, soccer fans, welcome back inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field as we get you set for the opening kickoff on the final match of today's MilkUP Ontario Cup action here at the 2024 finals. And we'll pivot to the boys under 17 division for this match between the Thornhill Bolts and Mississauga Prostars FC. This should be a great game to wrap up the action here today. We've been treated to 3 phenomenal matches so far, and no reason to believe anything different on tap here in the boys under 17 final. Of course, a chance to clinch a spot at Nationals on the line here in this highly anticipated match between the Thornhill Bolts and the Mississauga Prostars. But before we get to this one, let's take a look back at the highlights from our previous match in the men's final between Gloucester Celtic and Scarborough GS United. a dominating performance by Gloucester Celtic in the men's final with a 6-1 win, as you saw the highlights of the previous match. And now we turn our attention to the under-17 boys final here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre Stadium Field. The Thornhill Bolts get set to take on Mississauga Prostars, and we're going to get a look at the pitch side conditions here shortly. As there you see it on screen, 18 degrees. The wind actually decreasing a little bit, now just 35 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 42, but far calmer conditions than we had earlier today. And dare I say, our first real nice weather of the weekend. It's been a great weekend so far, because now in their third year as Ontario Soccer Premier Partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 dairy producers and their families, are the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will continue to bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. Let's get a look at our lineups for each respective club here in the boys under-17 final. And we'll start with Mississauga Prostars FC, as their keeper Evan Reese gets set to start things off here. A good looking lineup, and keep an eye out for Elijah DaCosta, number 13. Checking out the lineup here for the Thornhill Bolts. They'll be wearing their red kits, white numbering on the back. And Eric Zizek getting the start in net here for Thornhill. And some players to keep an eye on, of course, Remy Barone, number 11. He's certainly a force to be reckoned with out there. So a beautiful evening here in Vaughan, Ontario, as we prepare to play our fourth match of the day and the 8th here at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Centre Stadium Field, as we prepare for the boys under-17 final to kick off, wrapping up a great day that we've had so far here on a beautiful, what's turning out to be a beautiful Sunday evening. All right, so let's get you set for the opening kickoff here in the boys under 17 final at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024, coming to you live from the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. And we are moments away from the opening kickoff in this match between the Thornhill Bolts and the Mississauga Prostars FC, as these two squads vying for Ontario Cup glory and also the chance to represent Ontario at the Canada Soccer Toyota National Championships in October. Teams from the U15, U17, and the adult divisions all clinching spots in nationals. And this is the last spot in the U17 group to be claimed after the U17 girls did battle earlier today. Well, there you get a look at our match officials, and check out the hashtag #NoRefNoGame on OntarioSoccer.net for more on the third team on the pitch and why no ref, no game is always the right decision. The Thornhill Bolts gather, and as do Prostars FC, and we are moments away from the opening kickoff here. Our fourth match of the day, 8th so far here over the course of 2 weekends at 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. There you get a look at Prostars as they huddle up with their pre-match routine. And we're very excited to bring you kickoff as you get a look at the Thornhill Bolts. Of course, more great MilkUP Ontario Cup action happening next weekend live here from the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center. 5 games on tap between Saturday and Sunday next weekend. A grand total of 13 here played over the course of the 2 weekends, as has become a beautiful tradition in September, where teams come to the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center and vie it out for Ontario Cup glory. Big shout out to our production crew behind the scenes, our 2 great camera operators, Fran and James, our producer Yaz, the technical army behind the scenes led by Ben Lungo. My name's Nico Cardarelli. We are just about set for kickoff as the teams will swap sides, and we'll get the action underway here momentarily. It's the boys under 17 final as you're tuned in to the Ontario Soccer live stream broadcast here at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 finals weekend. Teams taking their formations, and it'll be Prostars FC to kick us off. Jacob Noguera stands over top the ball as the keepers Reese and Zizek take their positions. And we are underway here in the boys under 17 final, where we remind you that with Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a broadcast partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Opening moments of the match, and the Prostars keeper Evan Reese will scoop this one up before bowling it out to Evan Fabri Deravi. Controlled now by Pisani. Back to Fabri Deravi. The keeper Reese is going to have to make a play as some pressure being applied here from the Bolts. Prostars do well to shake that off, and now they'll work the ball through the midfield. Well read there by Ramsewak Augustus as he came in with the interception. Ball played through, trying to track onto it is Fracasso, and ultimately out for a corner kick. So nice pursue there from Thornhill to create that moment. And let's have a look at the replay as Fracasso receiving the ball on the initial touch from Capitao, and in the end out for a corner kick. Marcus Fracasso sets up to take the corner, looking for an in-swinger here, shaking off the near option. delivers a good ball into the area, headed on by a defender, back post clearance off the line. Second offensive header there coming from Dadal, and adjudged to have been out for a corner, so the Bolts will get another chance here. Bit of a tense moment there on the defensive back line, but they do well, Prostars, to defend the initial corner attempt. Now with some contact in front of the goal, the official keeping an eye on things as Fracasso sets up for another in-swinger. Good ball. Nearly an Olympico, but a strong save there by Evan Reese to track it. The wind playing a factor. We get a whistle here from the match official. Is he signaling a goal here? I don't think so. Didn't see what the flag, it must have been an offside call or a foul within the area. Either way, restart with a drop ball to the keeper, Reese. And Prostars try pick it up through the half with Bendinokovic on it, now controlled by Atiota. There's a through ball, but this time the flag does go up on DaCosta, and it puts an end to the chance for Prostars. So the keeper, Zizek, plays that out. Controlled here by Dasrat Hercules. That pass intercepted by Atiota. Through ball, it ricochets off a player, picked up now by Noguera. Noguera charging in. His cross attempt dealt with by the defenders. And now Ramsewak Augustus takes it to the line, keeps it in play as Fracasso takes possession. The Bolts building out here with Getsos on the ball. Nice touch forward to Capitao as he switches to the far flank and running onto it with pace, trying to draw it back in front. The winger was unable to make the play initially, but now Imi Niao comes in, and with that attempt, it's not going to challenge the keeper, out for a goal kick. But let's get a look at the replay as the Thornhill Bolts continuing to try build some early pressure here as we're inside the opening 5 minutes of the match. Partial interception headed on there by Telischuk. Secured now by Getsos. Telischuk tries to contain him defensively. Getsos gets away, works the far flank, and now starts to cut back in. Getsos keeping it safe, plays it back to Luke Miller, who then steps up with a precision pass to Mniel. Controlled now by the Bolts back line as Dasrat Hercules takes it. Easy touch to Ramsewak Augustus, who then plays into the middle for Miller. Miller's ball flicked on there by Fracasso. Ends up being intercepted, and now taking control is Bendinokovic as he looks for service up the field. The flag stays down as Noguera making the run, takes the shot, and ultimately not really testing the keeper in Zizek as it was low and straight at him. And now the Bolts will build up from the back end. Barone tries to get to that, never could quite track it, and now headed on by Dasrat Hercules. Controlled here by Atiota, and it's a throw-in for Prostars as they look to get something going here. Ferretti's going to take the toss. Not a ton of movement off the ball yet. Now he gets a few options showing. Plays in for Noguera and out for a corner kick. Get a look at the replay as this was the opportunity earlier, the chance for Noguera, but couldn't quite get the shot away he would have hoped to have had. Prostars will get a corner kick here as Ferretti sets up for an outswinger. The cross powered in well, but met by a defender. Back to Ferretti. He plays it to the back post. Good defensive clearance there as the second touch coming from Getsos. And the Bolts able to clear the danger at least temporarily as Sloan takes it back. Sloan makes a good pass there. As the cross blocked, they continue to pressure, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. A couple of good build-up moments there for Mississauga Prostars FC, but ultimately not really testing Eric Zizek yet, as the keeper will retrieve the ball for a goal kick. So Zizek plays it short, and they'll work out here with Miller in possession. Plays it up across half. Fracasso with the flick on. Defended there by Pisani and knocked out for a Bolts throw-in. Thornhill looking for options. It'll be left. And then quickly tossed in up the line. Fracasso finds the return there to Guzel. His cross attempt, that one knocked away. And a foot race ensues here, as it looks like Dasrat Hercules will get to it first. He does. Taking on the defender, makes the pass ahead. Dasrat Hercules gets it back, takes it in towards the corner, and a well-timed slide tackle knocks it out for a throw. So good work there by Dakarai Dasrat Hercules. Let's get a look at the replay as he takes on a couple of defenders, makes that quick little 1-2 with Ramsey-Wack Augustus, and then knocked out for the throw, where the Bolts have it now. Nice cross in by Ramsey-Wack Augustus, and there you see the wind, a little bit of a factor on that cross, as Reese tracked it well and made the save. From the drop kick, Atiota, he tries to shield it away from Ramsey-Wack Augustus, but the Bolts have it. There's a foul, looked like maybe an advantage was going to materialize. It doesn't, and the tackle on the back of Remy Barone draws a free kick. So we'll see what Thornhill does with this. They keep it short. Fracasso, he meets a tackle as Ramsey-Wack Augustus tries to make the play, holding it. Fracasso under pressure, controlled now by Getsos. And the Bolts will play it back to Miller. Miller looking for an option. He carries it up himself right now, working that far side. Takes the attempt towards the back post. Too far wide to challenge the keeper and just out of range of Cesar Ramsey-Wack Augustus. As let's get a look at the replay of the last opportunity. We'll restart here with a goal kick to Mississauga Prostars, and a chance for us to remind you that Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Thornhill trying to create a turnover here, but the Prostars do well with a nice little flick there off the boot of DaCosta. He gets it back now under pressure. Does well to play it up for Sloan to run onto. That one knocked off of Sloan and out for a Bolts throw, and good defensive work there from Luke Miller. But some good speed, some good pace, and some creative chances for both teams being generated. And here go the Prostars. Good through ball picked up here by Atiota. He tries a shot. That one blocked well by Dasrat Hercules. And ultimately out for a Prostars throw-in. From the throw, headed away by Gutzel, as Prostars able to work it up the flank, where it's DaCosta trying to whip a cross in. Ricochets around. There's a shot blocked. Good defensive work by Dasrat Hercules, and now the Bolts trying a quick counterattack off that missed opportunity for Prostars. That ball played long. The keeper, Reese, is going to come off his line to collect. Good work there by both squads. Marko Bedenikovic creating a chance moments ago, and now he's on the ball, sends it through for Nagara to run onto. Nagara takes the shot, and the keeper Zizek down confidently to make the save. He couldn't afford to bobble it because there was pressure coming on there on the right wing from Lenny Atiota, but Zizek making the confident save. That ball just over the head of Barone. It's out for a Prostars throw here in the 12th minute. Both teams showing some good pace here in this match. You can feel like opportunities are building for both squads. Loose ball, Atiota coming up with it initially, but then he takes down his man and Cesar Ramsey-Wack-Augustus, and Ramsey-Wack-Augustus draws the free kick. Taken quickly there by Imeneo. Nice ball ahead for Ramsey-Wack-Augustus. He plays it intended for Fracasso, but a little too close to the defender, and it's turned over here to Prostars. Ooh, Ramsey-Wack-Augustus going in with a hard tackle. He actually took the worst of that, although he's going to pop back up here. But the referee's going to stop play as an offside called on the previous pass. So Thornhill continuing to try press here, but they've now been caught offside a couple of times. So a good job by the Prostars backline. Aerial challenge won by Dasrat Hercules ends up going out, and it'll be a Thornhill Bolts throw-in. Scoreless so far in the boys under 17 final at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024. Live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Is a foul called, and we'll get a free kick for the Bolts. There you see Evan Fabry de Ravi, one of the captains for the Prostars squad, and the big center back patrolling that back line. Ramsey-Wack-Augustus debating his options, plays short from the free kick. Imeneo, he crosses back to Miller. Miller takes the space in front of him. Delivers a ball intended for Barone. That's broken up and now controlled by Noguera. Sloan playing it safe, just knocks it out for a throw-in as Barone was supplying pressure. And now the Bolts toss it into Imeneo. There's a cross attempt, knocked away by Fabry de Ravi, and that was a big block, but the Bolts continue with possession here as Christian Getsos controls through the midfield. Makes the pass to Fracasso. He's nudged off the ball, not enough for a call as Getsos secures it once again. Nice step up as the pass received by Ramsey-Wack-Augustus to the back post. Oh, what a save! That might be the save of the weekend. Evan Reese from point blank range, stopping that header that looked labeled for the back of the net. How about that for a confidence-building save from the Prostars keeper, Evan Reese? Certainly a contender for save of the weekend and save of the MilkUP Ontario Cup so far. Big point in the match, scoreless. Would love to see a replay of that one when we get the chance, because Reese with a massive save there on that header opportunity. We'll get a free kick in the meantime for Prostars as they look to pile players towards the top of the 18. Ball delivered in, not the hit that Piziak wanted. But now they'll build with Sloan on the far touchline. He tries to shake a defender. Ball turned over here as Fracasso got it. He wanted an advantage played, but the whistle stops the progress, and it'll be a free kick for Thornhill. Miller prepares to take the kick. Delivers a well-weighted ball over to Fracasso. Tries to shake the initial tackle. Ball first. It was a good tackle. Then bodies colliding there. And that's going to be a caution, the first of the match. And that goes to Paolo Imeneo from the Thornhill Bolts for that challenge on Lenny Atiota. Hopefully Atiota's okay there. He took a hard knock. And the medic's going to go out and check him. But in the 16th minute, Imeneo into the referee's book with the yellow card. Imeneo receiving the caution. And Lenny Atiota, the victim, and hopefully he's okay after that collision with Imeneo. never want to see a player shaken up, and we certainly hope that Lenny Atiota is going to be able to return to action. Nice toughness shown there from Atiota. He's going to have to come off the pitch for the time being after receiving some treatment. I'm not sure if he's bleeding. He might be bleeding a little bit there from that contact, so hopefully they can get that stopped and Atiota can get back into play shortly. He's telling his coach, don't worry about a sub, I'll get right back in there. And in the meantime, we'll restart with a free kick for Mississauga Prostars FC. Taken by Pisani, plays it over to the wing as it's controlled by Piziak. Sloan making a run up the flank, but Piziak unable to deliver the ball, so they switch it over to Fabri Deravi. Fabri Deravi delivers the right-footed ball up the line, but defended well by Ramsewak Augustus, and now the Bolts trying to turn and burn here as a good switch over to Dadal. Dadal taking on the defender in Sloan. Dadal carrying it forward, trying to use some pace here outside, and Sloan pokes that out for a corner kick. And good to see Lenny Atiota back onto the pitch and recovering from that knock he took earlier from Imaneo. And now the Bolts will have the corner kick here with Marcus Fracasso getting set to take the corner. Setting up for an outswinger. Movement. Fracasso delivers a good ball into the area, knocked away. It's still loose though. Volley attempt gets blocked really well there by, I believe that was Ferretti making the play. It was actually Teleschuk who came up. And there's Teleschuk again getting a piece of it. That one out for a corner kick. Let's get a look at the last sequence. And there you see the ball go off of Teleschuk and out for the corner. So Fracasso gets set to deliver a corner once again. Setting up for another outswinger. A lot of contact right on top of the keeper there. Dadal in the thick of it. Good ball headed on initially by Getsos. Falls flat. There's a shot attempt. Oh, and Barone puts it wide. Unreal. Remy Barone, can't believe he missed that one. Can't believe it went out clean for a goal kick either. A lot of traffic. Let's have another look there. As the ball initially headed down by Getsos. A botched clearance, and Barone just pushes it wide. All good pressure, though, from the Bolts as they continue to generate opportunities. And Reese will restart with the goal kick. Well, Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Playing two 45-minute halves here as we're into the 20th minute of action and still awaiting the opening tally in this match as Ferretti steps up to collect the ball here for Prostars. Lays that one off to Piziak. Switches back to the near touchline where Atiota tries to keep it in, but it's out for a Thornhill throw. Ramsewak Augustus tossing it in. His team can't quite gain clean possession, and Fabri Deravi wanted a foul called, but in the end it's out for a Thornhill throw-in. Have a look at that last sequence, and there you can see that late darting tackle that Fabri Deravi took exception to. Some physical play, but it's going to be secured here by Barone in the corner. Thornhill setting up with Imaneo on the ball. Imaneo trying to shake the defender. Makes the pass over to Barone, who tries to shed another tackler. Lays that one over to Getsos. He takes a shot, saved, and Reese does well to collect the rebound with Fracasso right on the doorstep. So a good save by Evan Reese. And a better job to even collect the rebound with pressure bearing down on him. Really good crowd on hand for this final match of the day as you're tuned into the Ontario Soccer live stream broadcast of the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 finals, coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Loose ball through the midfield. Both players going up to try and make that challenge, and in the end it's Atiota who not only wins the ball but wins a free kick for the contact. And it'll be a restart here for Prostars, as you're going to get a look at that little clip there at the end that took him off stride. Good call there by the match official. Taken short by Jacob Piziak as he plays it over to Sloan. Up the wing now for Elijah DaCosta. And quickly knocked out for a Prostars throw. Isaac Sloan looking for options, opts to toss up the wing as trying to control it, but they lose possession. And now Thornhill building out through the midfield. Imeneo makes a good pass to Fracasso. Fracasso squaring up on the defender, looking to switch things. He's got space in front of him, thought about letting one fly from range, but now it's back to him, does pull the trigger, and that one ultimately harmlessly goes wide. Get a look at the replay after that build-up. Fracasso decides right there, I'm not going to take the shot, but then when it comes back to him, figures I'll have a one-time crack at it. Well, you want your scorers and shooters to take shots, and Fracasso trying to get the nose for net today. Both teams working for the breakthrough as Prostars control through the midfield. There's a good ball ahead for DaCosta to run onto, but it's going to be just a little too heavy as it's shielded well by Cesar Ramsewak-Augustus. And now Ramsewak-Augustus with the throw-in. Barone flips on, turned over though as Teleschuk takes control. Nice work here by DaCosta. Noguera on the ball. Noguera trying to fight off the defender. A lot of contact there, and ultimately Dasrat Hercules committing the foul. So a good job by Jacob Noguera to draw in a couple of defenders and earn his team a free kick. There you see the replay on that foul committed by Dasrat Hercules. Ferretti stands over top the ball for the free kick. Plays it shy of the 18, knocked away initially, and now the Bolts looking for a counterattack, trying to send Fracasso on a run. Ferretti trying to shield it out, but he can't. Fracasso takes possession. He gets taken down hard there by Ferretti, and that could be a caution. It will be a caution in the 25th minute, issued to Gabriele Ferretti from Mississauga Prostars FC. While nice persistency and versatility from Marcus Fracasso to draw that opportunity and draw the foul. And Ferretti goes into the book as Imeneo stands over top the ball for the free kick. Paolo Imeneo set to take the free kick, movement within the area. That's a good ball. One bounce, Reese makes the save. He's down momentarily and ultimately waiting for a decision here from the official, but two players down, including the Prostars keeper, Evan Reese, who's right now favoring his left shoulder, so hopefully he's okay. The Bolts had a player in the mix as well. Let's get a look at a replay of that free kick chance. Took a bounce there. You see Reese coming out to the top of the six to make the save, and he takes a bit of a collision in doing so. There's the contact. And hopefully Reese is going to be okay to continue on here, and it looks like he will. And we'll restart here with a free kick for Prostars. So good toughness shown by the keeper, Evan Reese, not only to make the save, but continue on after the collision. And he's been called to action a few times here in the opening half hour of this match. Reese with a well-struck free kick. His teammate, Teleschuk, fighting for possession. Turns on a couple of defenders. Nice move by Teleschuk. He opens it up out wide for Ferretti. Ferretti up the flank. Crosses in. That's going to be knocked away by a defensive header from Gutzel, and now controlled by Sloan. as the Prostars left back plays it forward. This could be a chance. Shot right on. Zizek making the save and then scooping it up before it could cross the line off that Elijah DaCosta opportunity. So a nice chance there for DaCosta and Prostars. But Zizek making his best stop of this match so far. Fracasso turns the man, and now he's got room to run here. Fracasso to his right, thinking shot, now pulls back. Barone pulls to his left, tries to cross in, and it's off the defender. Pisani out for a corner. So good opportunities in the last few minutes for both teams, and the Bolts now have the opportunity to work from a corner. They'll play it short. Barone back to Fracasso. Fracasso tries to nutmeg the defender, gets a second chance, puts it off a man and out for a throw-in. Barone gets set to take the toss. He's got an option in Ramsey-Wack Augustus, and he'll use him. Barone staying on side, tries to cross that in. A bit of a misclearance there by Pisani. Prostars still trying to clear the danger. Pisani volleys that, and on a second effort, they'll get it out across the, or up to the half line, and now across the half line on that effort from DaCosta. Running onto it, Noguera. He's trying to make a meal of the defensive effort. Noguera wins his team a throw in there as Dasrat Hercules under pressure couldn't hold the zone. Prostars getting set to make a substitution here. They'll be bringing in Michael Romano shortly. In the meantime, Elijah DaCosta checking for options from the throw. Tosses in. Noguera, he has it knocked away, and once again it's out for a Prostars throw-in. Approaching the half-hour mark in this match, as both teams still scoreless and trying to find the breakthrough. It'll be another Prostars throw, and I think now they'll get that substitution. So it'll be Elijah DaCosta coming out of the match and Michael Romano making his debut here. As Romano will take to the pitch here. They'll restart with a throw. Fabri Deravi will get set to toss it in and looking to send something long into the box here. Fabri Deravi with a wrong run up. Good, strong toss. Headed clear of danger, and now a foot race ensues. Fracasso, actually, I don't think that was Fracasso. It was Capitao, I believe, trying to make the play. And now he does come up with it. Capitao plays it ahead for Barone. Barone squaring on the defender, Ferretti. Barone, Ferretti with a well-timed slide tackle, knocks it off of Barone and out for a goal kick. So good defensive discipline there from Gabriele Ferretti, already on a caution, to time that tackle beautifully and not just win the tackle, but get the goal kick, banking it off of Barone. Reese playing it out from the goal kick. Well struck. Met by the aerial header of the Bolts midfielders, but here go Prostars and fresh onto the pitch. Romano taking it, trying to draw into his left. Not clear, and it's out for a Mississauga throw. Ferretti tosses in for Romano, tries to shake the defender. Loses it to the second man in Getsos, who sustains some contact and draws a free kick there for the Bolts. And it looked like Getsos is going to be okay to continue on, but you can see a little bit of a knock there. Spobble, but a great recovery by the keeper for Mississauga. Atiota trying to make something happen up the far flank. It's turned over and now controlled by Gutzel. Headed on and ultimately knocked out for a Thornhill throw. Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half, as both teams still pressing for the breakthrough. We're scoreless here in the boys under-17 final of the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024, live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Dasrat Hercules Over to Miller. Luke Miller checking his options, plays that one ahead for Fracasso. It's turned over and now controlled by Bedeninkovic. Atiota running onto it, working the far flank, cuts back in. Atiota makes the pass. Teleszczuk tries the shot, that's blocked. Only a partial clearance as they continue to volley it around here. Teleszczuk couldn't make the play, and now stepping up to do so, Pisani knocks it back inside the opposing half. Quickly though, volleyed up by Imaneo and controlled here by Dadal. Dadal's been the player to get in the scrums in front of the keeper on the corners, and that time his through ball intercepted, but quickly scooped up by Ramsewak Augustus to keep the pressure on. Capitao, he cuts back inside. He has a crack to the back post, and that one did not miss by too much as Capitao starting to get some good confidence in his ability to test the keeper. Had that previous shot that led to the bobble from Reese, and that time, as you can see on the replay, once again cutting inside to his right and just pushing that one high and off the support bars behind the net. That's Paulo Imaneo down right now for Thornhill, and hopefully he's okay, one of the captains of the Bolts. You certainly hope he can recover and get back to action here, as he's been a key player today. And despite picking up a caution earlier in the first half, Imaneo has been a really strong presence out there for the Bolts. We restart with the Prostars in possession as they build from their back line. Teleszczuk drawing it back for Pisani. Fabri Deravi looking for options up the pitch, plays it through the middle as Piziak takes the space in front of him. Quick touch over to Bedeninkovic. Bedeninkovic ends up having his pass broken up, and now it's controlled by Getsos for Thornhill. Getsos stops as he was confronted by a defender, and now it's picked up by Dasrat Hercules. Miller, he's being chased down here by Romano, but in the end, Prostars have it now at the half as it's secured by Teleszczuk. His through ball intended for Romano, that's intercepted, and now controlled by Getsos. Taking it up is Imaneo. Imaneo with possession, plays it over to Fracasso. Fracasso whips to the back post, volleyed away by Fabri Deravi as Prostars able to contain possession here, and now they'll be on the attacking side of half with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll get some substitutions here for Mississauga as Elijah DaCosta is going to come back into this match. And the other player coming in is Ivan Martin Kamga, as Kamga gets set to make his debut. So for now, coming out of the match, Piziak. And the two Prostar players in. Kamga, Ferretti, Romano, knocked out for a Mississauga throw. DaCosta trying to make a play here. Ramsewak Augustus defending, and that's out for another Prostars FC throw-in. Ferretti tries to find Noguera with the toss. It's a bit short. And now Imaneo leading the counter as Capitao's ball initially blocked, but he gets it right back. Capitao makes the pass out wide as tracking onto it and trying to create something with a slight touch. It's turned over as Kamga gets the clearance. Noguera trying to shake the defender. That switch intended for Atiota. He comes up with it here. Tries to turn his man inside out, but Gutzel stays with him. Advantage played as Sloan runs onto that ball from DaCosta. Sloan working out wide. Crosses in front. Nice header there from Dasrat Hercules, but a good challenge, and coming away with it is Imaneo. Imaneo feeds it up for Fracasso, who tries to keep it in, but just a little too far for him to catch, and it's out for a Prostars throw-in. Imaneo with the counter-attack, and the pass just a little too heavy for Fracasso to catch. as Fabri Deravi gets set to restart with a throw-in. That one looked like it went off the Prostars player in DaCosta. It did, and it'll be a throw-in to Thornhill. So good work there by Ramsey-Wack Augustus. As we've got just a few minutes remaining here in the first half, as the Bolts earn themselves another throw-in, this time in front of their own dugout. From the throw, controlled here by Barone. Tries to split the D, that's knocked away. As Dasrat Hercules, excuse me, making a tough play there. And now Barone trying to take on the defender. Ferretti says it's off of Barone, but it's adjudged to be a throw-in for Thornhill. Well, a spot at Nationals on the line here in this match. The winner of the under-17 division here in the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup Boys Final will clinch a ticket to Nationals. As the throw-in into the penalty area tried to flick on was Barone. Chasing after it, Getsos, who took the throw. Now Barone does come up with it, draws to his left, back to his right, takes the shot off a defender, blocked, but right back to Ramsey-Wack Augustus, and he'll earn a corner kick as Pisani pokes that one across the goal line. Have a look at the last chance created by Barone. Took the shot, blocked initially by Fabri Deravi. And now a corner here for Thornhill as Fracasso gets set to deliver an in-swinger. That one hit heavy, but a chance to create something as Ramsey-Wack Augustus had a go. It ends up finding its way back to Fracasso. Squaring up on the defender, tries to poke it in front for Barone, fights off the man, but that shot blocked. Thornhill still pressing, that pass intercepted, and now here goes Atiota for Prostars. Good tackle there by Gutzel to stop the quick counter. And as we await to see the confirmation, it's going to be 2 minutes minimum of added time to be played here to close out the first half. Kamga controls. Lays it off for Sloan. His ball up the far flank, battling for it is Noguera. Noguera controls, turns back inside, lays it over as it's Teleschuk working it back to Atiota. Atiota taking on the defender. Into the penalty area, appeals for a call, nothing there. Shot attempt block. Kamga comes up with it now for Prostars. And instead of forcing, he'll go back to Fabri Deravi. Pisani. The Prostars fans still wanting a call there, but they continue to play on. Nice header there by Capitao. Kamga tries to control. Ball pinballing around. Emineo comes up with it. Emineo trying to fight off the defenders. Now finds Capitao. Back for Dasrat Hercules. He's under pressure, so he goes all the way back to the keeper, Zizek. Zizek slowing it down here, as we've played nearly almost half of the, well, I guess it was 2 minutes, so a little more than half of the minimum added time. I was thinking it was 3 minutes for a moment. And Thornhill seemed content to play it safe until the halftime whistle. Maybe pressing now for one more opportunity. Dasrat Hercules ahead for Fracasso. Back to Dasrat Hercules. Not wanting to force, sees the easy option there with Getsos. Getsos, now it's controlled by Fracasso after that touch from Ramsey-Wack Augustus. He pokes that over to Barone, who stays onside. Ramsey-Wack Augustus causing havoc, and in the end, a handball. And that puts an end to any attacking sequence from Thornhill. Well, the Prostars FC fans starting to get vocal over there, trying to urge their squad into the break here. Holding this scoreless result as you're tuned into the boys under 17 final of the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024. And with the whistle, we get the halftime break. So through 45 minutes, 0-0, and these teams will battle it out in the second half to try find the breakthrough here. Before we head to break, we'll get a look at some of the halftime match stats for you. As first, a nice look at the crowd there. And there you see the Thornhill Bolts dominating in terms of shots attempted, 14-4, registering half of those on target. It's been a busy half for the keeper, Evan Reese. But Prostars pushing back when they can. Good conversion rate, all 4 shots attempted on target. And they'll try continue to press in the second half. Thornhill with an 8-1 edge in corners. It's been a well-contested match so far as we get set to throw to our commercial break. And when we come back, second half here of the boys under 17 final at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked. Bitch up on my own. Right side, it came back. Lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked. Ghosts on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missing, I dip. Clock that it got long.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening? Or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow. Protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise ain't.
Who's your favorite soccer player?
What's her name? Morgan.
Alex Morgan?
Yeah, Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan. That's a good choice.
Lionel Andres Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi.
That's a good choice.
Favorite pre-game snack or meal?
Cereal.
Orange juice
And waffles.
steak or pasta?
Rice cakes. But wait, they have to be chocolate chip and caramel.
What's your favorite soccer movie or TV show? I don't know. Okay, go to the next one.
Movie, probably Pele. Yeah, I don't watch TV, to be honest. Okay.
I don't know, I just watched reels on YouTube.
All right.
My name is Nick Dotto. I am the manager here at MLSC Esports. Today we're at the TFC Bell Gaming Night. Holding events like this is great because we can bring organizations in like Ontario Soccer, introduce them to the space, have a really fun night, treat them to a very VIP experience with food and drink, and then we all walk over to BMO Field together and enjoy some TFC action. How can we reach the newer generation using gaming and esports? They're very familiar with EAFC and with FIFA throughout growing up. How do we grab that attention and bring that to the real life game? How do we even use what they've learned in the video game, like formations and pitches and players' names, and bring that to the actual pitch? Here at MLSC, we actually have a whole esports department. We manage other properties such as Raptors Uprising, Maple Leafs Gaming, and TFC Gaming. We see a big crossover with soccer and esports and gaming, where we can show that gaming and esports can bring value to the MLS and to Toronto FC. So if you missed tonight's event, that's okay. We have 2 more coming up. So if there's any interest, please reach out to Toronto FC official gaming channels. I'll be sure to hook you up.
So this year's summit, the 2024 version, was a huge success. We were really, really happy with how things came together.
In terms of scope of participation, in terms of scope of partners, number of speakers, we elevated it to a new level. The feedback from people pointed to great degree of enjoyment, and a lot of people were very, very complimentary, which ultimately, as we always say, it's not so much what we think about the summit, it's what the delegates think about the summit. And if they're as happy as they were, then we know we've done something right.
When it comes to planning the summit, we look at creating the best possible experience. So whether that means great networking opportunities, great socials, amazing speakers, great location, we're always trying to keep the delegate right at the heart of every decision that we make.
People were really enthused with some of the sessions. I heard comments, especially about the sessions that were off-field, business-related, community engagement related, club best practices, where a lot of people commented that the content provided was highly relevant, highly useful for them.
I would say the social part of it is huge. People love to reconnect with those that they've met before. They love to meet new people. They love to meet in person. This is something that the summit brings every year that, you know, is just such an amazing opportunity for our members to reconnect.
The summit is really about those 2 pillars. It's about the personal, professional development. It's the notion of providing a forum where learners become leaders, but it's also very much about the opportunity to play, inspire, and most importantly, unite. And uniting around a weekend like the summit, bringing 700 plus delegates, speakers from all over the world together, that's what we see. It's sort of the lightning in the bottle that we want to cultivate and move forward with.
What kind of work goes into planning an event of this magnitude that people may not realize? So we're really lucky to have such a talented team here at Ontario Soccer.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. The sun may be setting, but the action is rising here on the pitch. Martin Basil, I know you love that. You can't even hide it down there. As the team's back onto the turf and they get set to resume this boys under 17 final at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 in what has been a very entertaining and tightly contested match between the Thornhill Bolts and the Mississauga Prostars FC. Let's check out the highlights from the first half as these two teams generated a lot of opportunities. And this is a great chance early on for Prostars with that cross to the back post, but defended well. Both teams defending really well when it mattered most. As here's a cross coming in from Ramsey-Wack Augustus, and Evan Reese, he was certainly the busier of the two keepers in that first half. But Zizek did have to make a few saves, and here's a shot that didn't quite get through to the keeper, but he would make some saves in that first half, as Prostars registering 4 shot attempts and all 4 on target. There's one of the first saves from Zizek in the match. As back come Thornhill with a chance, and what a stop there from the keeper Reese, by far the play of the match so far. As we get set to kick off the second half of action, it's Thornhill on the ball. They'll work left to right across your screens here, as substitutions made at the half. And now into the match for Thornhill. Scaraniella takes to the pitch, and he'll try and make an impact up front for the Bolts. Scaranella on the pitch, and here go the Bolts kicking off the second half of action, as Ontario Soccer is thrilled to once again collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. So the Bolts working left to right across your screen, bringing the ball across the half, and Romano there to make the tackle, knocking it out for a throw-in. The sun finally setting low enough where it's not really murdering our cameras, as our camera guys really had to fight through some glare there, and doing a great job, our production team as always. Scaraniella with his first touches on the ball, and that's knocked out, and it'll go for a Bolts corner. They certainly had the edge in corner kicks in the first half, and now they've generated one here in the opening minutes of the second half. Scaraniella having a short option in Fracasso, but he waves him off. Sets up for the outswinger. Defended, but a botched clearance is coming up with it was Getsos. Capitao dancing over it, drawing to his left foot, takes the shot attempt, and that's out for a goal kick. So again, the offensive threats for Thornhill coming there in the form of Justin Capitao. He had a good chance later in the first half. And here early in the second, that shot attempt off target. So Reese will get set to take the goal kick, as Prostars in their blue kits work right to left across your screen, and Reese with another solid strike on the ball. Noguera trying to chase it down. Headed over into the vicinity of Teleschuk, but Imaneo making the play for Thornhill, and now they turn with Fracasso carrying the ball. Playing that one out wide. Cutting into the penalty area as Capitao tries to get it back to Fracasso, and in lunging for the ball, he took out the defender in Teleschuk. So a free kick issued here for Prostars. But here you get a look at the replay. There's the foul from Fracasso. And Prostars will restart with the kick inside their own 18. Reese takes it short. Pisani over to Fabri Deravi. Those two center backs really patrolling the back line well today for Prostars. But that pass picked off, and now Getsos carries forward. Getsos for Thornhill. Thought about the shot, pulls back, now to his right again, baiting in defenders. Getsos down to the goal line, knocks it out. It's off of Getsos and out for a goal kick. So So Thornhill with some early pressure, but again, both teams vying for the opening goal in this boys under 17 final. And a reminder that you can relive all your favorite moments from the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024 finals through the Ontario Soccer Match Center page. Head over to ontariosoccer.net and check out the latest stats, scores, photos, and more as Fracasso gets tossed to turf, and that'll be a free kick for Thornhill. And of course, you can re-watch the live stream broadcasts on demand through the Ontario Soccer YouTube channel and the aforementioned Game Center page. Emineo stands over top the ball for the free kick. Good right-footed boot into it, but it's headed away by the defender in the form of Teleszczuk. Emineo back with it, now controlled by Zubak. Zubak feeds it ahead for Atiota to run onto. Atiota cuts to his right, plays a good ball in for Noguera. Noguera lays it over to Romano. Romano trying to open up a shot. And a little too much hesitation there from Prostars as they were trying to set up the perfect opportunity. And in the end, they never get a shot away. Oh, Emineo pulls up there as he lunged for it, and that's a concerning sight for Thornhill, but play continuing on here with Atiota on the ball. Emineo popping back up, but still in some discomfort. Atiota crosses in front. Oh, what a goal line clearance there from Ramsewak Augustus, and then the shot coming in off the foot of Zubak, saved by the keeper Zizek. So a couple of tense moments there for the Thornhill backline, and now Emineo down to turf, and hopefully he's okay. Let's get a look at the replay here as Atiota creating the opportunity with that low cross initially touched on by Noguera, and then that goal line clearance by Cesar Ramsewak Augustus, ensuring that this remains scoreless in a tightly contested match here at the under-17 boys final of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Paolo Emineo continues to get some treatment here after lunging for that ball in the foot race, and he's a tough guy. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue on, but for now, because he received some treatment on the pitch, he'll temporarily have to come out of this match. Emineo pleading his case to the medic there. And it looks like Thornhill will take the opportunity to make a substitution. So coming into the match, Joshua Morgan, and for the time being, Paolo Emineo to the bench. Emineo having a really strong game for Thornhill. You'd have to imagine he'll be back on the pitch soon. But Morgan making his debut here in the boys under-17 MilkUP Ontario Cup finals with a spot to clinch a place at Nationals on the line. Here goes Noguera for Prostars, over to Atiota, stripped away from him. Teleszczuk with the long shot attempt, that's blocked. Atiota with a bicycle kick effort. A lot of flash, and he just couldn't quite put it on target, but a little smile there on the face of Lenny Atiota, knowing that that could have been something real special. Good look at the replay. You know what? Not a bad idea to have a go there in that instance. Just a little bit wide of target, though, as Dasrat Hercules carries it up now for Thornhill. Barone, the overlap never completes, and now quickly come back Prostars as Noguera running onto this. Noguera into the penalty area, tries to chip to Atiota, and Lenny Atiota finishes it in tight. And Mississauga Prostars with the counter-attack capitalize and strike first here in the 53rd minute. What a goal. What a flash turn of events. Noguera with the low cross, Atiota past the helpless keeper. And Lenny Atiota, who remember took that knock earlier in the game, literally giving his blood for his team here, scores the opening goal. What a great play there for Atiota to finish that off. and Prostars take the 1-0 lead. Thornhill will try respond. Again, Thornhill has, you can argue, had more possession, had more attempts at target and on target, but Prostars, every time they've shot the ball, seemingly it ends up on net. And that time, Teleszczuk wrestled down for a free kick. Let's get a look again at that last sequence where Teleszczuk taken down by Barone. And it'll go for a free kick to Prostars. From the free kick, bobbled around, appeals for a handball, and the free kick granted as Thornhill will have to stop it before playing it. Getsos drops to Dasrat Hercules, back to Getsos, starts to work the far flank. Squared up there by Bendikovic as he gets a piece of that cross effort. And now here go Prostars once again, but this time well read by by Gutzel as he got over to it. Fracasso, he tries to feed that one through. It's blocked by Sloan, but quickly returned as there's a good ball trying to pick out Capitao into the area, defended closely. Capitao! Oh my goodness, Justin Capitao! He ties this match in the 55th minute. Just minutes after Prostars took the lead. The Bolts strike back. Justin Capitao. He's had a number of chances in this match. And there he gets rewarded with an absolute beauty of a goal. And we are all square at 1. So Evan Reese now beaten for the first time today after making some spectacular saves. And once again, we're all square up in a tied match at the boys under 17 final of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup, coming to you live from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. Free kick here for the Thornhill Bolts as the keeper Zizek will come out to play this one. Good left-footed ball up the pitch as he tries to pick out Morgan, headed away, and now Prostars looking to turn on to the offensive side of half. Tight play there as Atiota wanted a foul called, nothing doing, and here go the Bolts. Fracasso, he's got some space in front of him, takes the long effort, and from range it dips wide out for a goal kick. But it's been those threats of Fracasso and Capitao with shots that have found some success now for Thornhill after Capitao got the equalizer just a few minutes ago. Reese will take the goal kick, plays it across the half where it's headed by Getsos, and now Morgan tracks to take possession. Plays it ahead for Barone. He's been the other threat today for Thornhill. Barone stepping into the penalty area. Nice dribbling. Deeks centers! Oh, how does that stay out? It's still loose. Fracasso with the volley. And that's out for a goal kick. Wow, my goodness, Thornhill so close to taking the lead there on a goal-mouth scramble. Let's have another look here. It was Scaraniella, the player at the far post, that got tied up with the defender. And Scaraniella's effort and collision ended up keeping the ball off the line. Let's have a look here at the replay. Poked over, there's Scaraniella diving for it, but what a defensive play by Brandon Vitleo to keep that one out. It was Vitleo coming back to tie up the man, and now here goes Morgan for the Bolts. Trying the left-footed strike off the defender on target. And a routine save that time for Reese. From the drop kick, Nagara's going to head it on, trying to pick out Romano. Couldn't quite juggle it, but they're able to retain possession here with Bedenikovic on the ball. Played ahead now for Nagaro to run onto. Nagara shielding it away from Gutzel. Nagara with a low cross to the top of the area. Romano collects it. Romano down low. He's tackled. Doesn't get anything there. Ends up losing the ball, and it's cleared out to the half where Sloan tries to make the defensive play. Nice job by Barone to muscle that one through the crowd. A little bit of a push on the back of Pisani. And now a call with Morgan getting a touch too aggressive, trying to chase down that loose ball. But good pressure there from Morgan and the Bolts as they continue to press that back line today for Prostars FC. And they've had a lot of work, especially that duo of Fabri Deravi and Raffaele Pisani. Pisani with the ball now. Takes some space in front of him, feeds it ahead for Bedenikovic as it's turned over and corralled here by Sharanella. Scaranella tries to chase it down again. Shoulder-to-shoulder exchange there. Prostars unable to keep it in, and it'll be a Bolts throw-in. And in the 60th minute, we remind you that the Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. Ball turned over through the midfield as Pisani tries to lead the counterattack. Good stretch there by Ramsey-Wack Augustus to break up that long ball. Getsos turns onto the attacking side of half, takes some contact there from Noguera. Play continues on. Barone, he gets clipped with a couple defenders closing him down. Teleschuk standing over top of him just for a brief moment. And we've got a Prostars player behind the play down, and I believe that's Atiota. Hopefully he's okay. As the goal scorer for Mississauga Prostars, it is Lenny Atiota. And he seems to be favoring his left calf, so hopefully he can just get stretched out and continue back into action here. He's had a really fantastic match today for Mississauga Prostars FC. Well, should we remain tied at the end of 90 minutes, we go straight to penalty kicks. But the way this second half has developed, you got to think one of these two teams is going to find another one in the next 30 minutes. Well, it's been a tightly contested match, and just when Prostars thought they had the advantage going up 1-0, the Thornhill Bolts, let's get a look at the replay, answer back with Justin Capitao finishing it off there. You get a look at the replay. A well-taken chance for Capitao, and that ties this match at 1 as the Bolts get set to restart with the free kick. Fracasso. Well taken, that's into the penalty area, takes a bounce, headed on and in the back of the net! My goodness, Caesar Ramsey-Wack Augustus. Call him the Emperor, because Ramsey-Wack Augustus, with authority, puts that home. Fracasso with a really well-hit free kick. You see it takes one bounce, and Caesar Ramsey-Wack Augustus heads it past the keeper, Reese. And Thornhill, the Bolts strike twice. And now they've got the lead in the 62nd minute. Substitutions here for Mississauga Prostars as Julian Caffarelli gets set to come into this match. And Francesco Di Fonzo standing at the half line as well. He'll prepare to come in. Michael Romano out for Caffarelli. And coming out for Caffarelli is Pero Zubak. Zubak has come out of the match, so Caffarelli and Di Fonzo brought into play. And now Prostars are going to have to try battle back from their first deficit in this match. What a turn of events from the Bolts after going down 1-0 just about 10 minutes ago. Ball thrown in there by Vitlail as it's played over to Telischuk. Telischuk gets closed down and it's turned over. Fracasso creating the turnover. Fracasso breaking in for Thornhill, shaking a defender, shoots! Oh, what a clinical finish! Marcus Fracasso! An absolute goal scorer's goal. Have a look at this replay. Fracasso drags the ball back in front of him from the pass that was a little bit short, took it to his right, powered it low and hard, and the keeper Reese could do nothing as Fracasso finds pay dirt, and he plays to the crowd now, putting his team up by 2. Fracasso makes it 3-1 for Thornhill here in the boys under 17 final of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. What a great weekend of action we've had here at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. And what a turn of events here in the second half in this match. After Prostars went up 1-0, they've since conceded 3 straight. And now Thornhill have all the momentum seemingly. Morgan receiving the throw from Gutzel. Morgan shielding, tries to play it off to Scarinella. It's turned over, and then Telischuk has his pocket picked. Hard tackle there on Getsos, but Morgan comes away with it. The Bolts continue to press now. Joshua Morgan shielding from the defenders, tries to hit Barone with the pass. It's light, and now here goes Atiota, the goal scorer for Mississauga. Atiota taking on defenders. Ramsewak Augustus squaring him up. Atiota with a left-footed drive from range, and off a single hop, a routine save there for Zizek. So Eric Zizek will slow it down now in the 66th minute, as he'll drop it and play it from his feet. Zizek's ball across the half, but met by the volley of a Prostars defender. Touched on as Difonso trying to make the play. And that one high up, that our camera guys had a little bit of a worry there that it might come in the booth, but no worries, boys, you're all safe. Not that I would have done anything, but we'll have a throw in here for Prostars. But a bit of a delay as we've got a Bolts player down on the turf right now. And getting some treatment, so hopefully he's okay and will be able to return to action quickly. As Vitlail gets set to toss it in, we're going to have a substitution, I think, here for Thornhill. As Quintin Rubain Andre gets set to come into the match. And the Thornhill player able to get to the sideline under his own power. A good sight there. At least for now, they're going to play short man as Getsos tries to stretch it out. Picked up here by Difonso. Clattering tackle, but ball first. Good time there by the defender. And now it's ahead for Morgan. Morgan working the wing. He takes a shove there from Fabri De Vera, but Morgan continues on with it. Fabri Deravi there alongside Pisani, the two try contain Morgan. Morgan loses the ball and play continuing on now with Ferretti carrying it up. Check that was actually Bedanenkovic. Trying to make the play is Vitlail, but it's turned over. As welcome back onto the pitch is Getsos. So good to see him recover. Here goes Caffarelli for Mississauga. Caffarelli cutting to his right, touches in front. Berenekovic can't get a shot away. Ricochets over to Teleszczuk. Tries to find Atiota. He's clipped. Nothing doing as coming through with a well-timed tackle is Dasrat Hercules. And now he sends Barone on a run. Remy Barone into the penalty area. Taking on the keeper. Big save there by Evan Reese. Bookmark that if Prostars can find a way back in this match. Down 2 right now. Going up 4-1 at this junction would have been maybe the final nail. But Prostars do well to fend off the attack on that big save from Reese. They try turn up the pitch here with DeFonso on the ball. He gets hauled down, and that's going to be a free kick for Mississauga as DeFonso tries to shake off the contact. Controlled here by Caffarelli. Tries to switch that over to Atiota. It's broken up. And now controlled by Getsos back to his center back, Luke Miller, who in turn plays it to the keeper, Zizek. Zizek playing it out long across the half. Barone will take it down nicely. Tries to swing it over to Morgan, too far out of his range, and controlled by Pisani back to the keeper, Rice. Reese playing it out there for Vitlail. Switched over to Fabri Deravi. His ball over the head of a teammate and headed on by Dasrat Hercules. Morgan with a slight flick over to Capitao. He's already got one, takes the shot from distance and straight at Reese, who made the save. Quickly picks it up, hammers that out with the drop kick. Turned over there through the midfield by Caffarelli. Getsos. His pass nearly picked off by Atiota. Under pressure here, Dasrat Hercules does well to shake Atiota in the pressure and now lays it over to Ramsey-Wack Augustus. Ramsey-Wack Augustus with a nice goal earlier. Now he tries to spring some offense, but it's knocked out, and it'll be a throw-in for Thornhill. For Prostars here in the 70th minute, and a chance for us to remind you that as the Bank of Soccer, with decades of experience, as you get a look at one of the captains from Thornhill, Remy Barone, he's had himself a solid match today. That as the Bank of Soccer, with decades of investment experience in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We are thrilled to collaborate with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment initiatives. As here goes Capitao to the top of the 18, unleashes a shot, and Reese there to make the save. So as I was saying, BMO, the leader and lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender and equity initiatives and empowerment, including the innovative BMO Girls Play On Leadership Series and engagement program targeting more than 100,000 girls and women across the province. Thank you to all our partners here this weekend at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Possession turned over, and now Mississauga look to create offense up the far flank. Atiota pokes it into the middle. Bedenikovic plays that back where Fabri Deravi takes control. He steps into space, makes the play out wide for Atiota. Nice little 1-2 as Atiota burns up the flank, but Dasrat Hercules gets there first to knock it out of play. Well, let's get a look at the head coaches for both squads here as you see Michael Fabry from Mississauga Prostars FC, and he's working his team to try find a way back on level ground here. And now Fabri Devari with the throw-in as Mississauga try create offense. Atiota taking a bit of a knock. They wanted a foul called, but Dasrat Hercules keeps it in play here. Ahead for Barone. He loses that to Fabri Deravi, who thought about whipping a cross in, plays it short. Atiota trying to catch on that one, but knocked out by Getsos, and once again it'll be a Mississauga throw-in to come. And they'll prepare to make a couple substitutions as well. As there you get a look at Brandon Vitlail. And we've got a Thornhill player down on the turf right now, and that's Marco Scaragnella. So we've seen a fair amount of cramping today amongst the players, and hopefully Scaragnella will be okay to carry on. Just as he gets up, another Thornhill player going down and getting stretched out in the penalty area. So fatigue starting to play a little bit of a factor here, as we're going to get a substitution with Quentin Rubain Andre coming into the match for Thornhill and Scaragnella coming out. Zayn Rashid getting set to come into the match for Mississauga. And they're going to get that change here, as they'll hold off on making the throw. Isaac Sloan out of the match. A second substitution as well, as Faisal Abu Sobe comes in, and Evan Fabri Deravi out of the match. And this may be a case of wanting to get Fabri Deravi a bit of rest here before the final push. He's played every second of the match so far. From the throw-in, Prostars looking to cross something in. Atiota trying to get the header to it. Pulls it down. Appeals for a handball. Nothing doing. There's the pass to DiFonso. They wanted a penalty for the contact. Referee waves it off. And it's out for a Prostars throw. And let's have a look at the replay. Atiota misses the initial opportunity. Ends up making the pass to DiFonso. And by the time he corralled the ball, couldn't get a clean shot away. And now we get a foul on the turf called against Bedaninkovic and a free kick for Thornhill. 75th minute of action. Thornhill preparing to make a substitution, as it looks like Cooper Schuss will come into this match. Morgan heads that on. Quickly volleyed back the other way. Foot race ensues, as getting to it first was Getsos, but he couldn't hold possession. Teleschuk. Nice ball to find DiFonso. It's out for a Prostars FC throw. Thornhill holding on to a 3-1 lead here. Prostars trying to get one back. Teleschuk under pressure. Dishes off to Vitlail. Vitlail nearly coughs it up, but creates the throw-in for his own team. Quick toss, turning with it. Bedaninkovic, he's hauled down, and that's going to be a free kick. They wanted advantage played, but the referee pulls it back for a set piece. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, there you can see the tug coming from Getsos, and you can understand why they wanted the advantage. Looked like Noguera had some space to work, but a caution shown to Getsos, and a free kick here in the 77th minute, with Mississauga Prostars FC trailing by 2. Two-man wall sets up to defend the kick. Brandon Vitlail stands over top the ball. DiFonso providing a short option. Ball played to the back post. Keeper parries that out. Nice two-handed punch by Zizek. Not taking any chances there. Fracasso fires that ball up the flank, trying to catch it with speed, and doing so is Rubain Andre. Rubain Andre taking on the defender, but well taken that time by Vitlail, and Mississauga come away with possession. Pisani looking for an option up the line, sending DiFonso on the run. Ball into the center circle where Getsos heads it down. Getsos back to his keeper, Zizek. As we're inside the final 15 minutes of match play, plus any added time, with a good ball forward there from Dasrat Hercules, and then a foul committed on the back of Barone, and looked like the referee might pull out the yellow card, and indeed he does. So a caution there to the Prostars player. Let's get a look at the replay. And there you see Abu Sobe standing tight to the ball. And now a three-man wall looking to defend this free kick with Fracasso, who's already scored one, preparing to take it. And of course, one goal, the one for Ramsey-Wack Augustus, came from a Fracasso free kick. Fracasso in range to challenge the keeper and, well, just missing the accuracy needed to put that on target. As we're going to get a substitution here for Thornhill. Luke Miller coming out of the match, and he'll be replaced by Cooper Shust. Good match by Miller as he'll head to the bench here with his team up by 2. Zain Rashid drawing the caution on the previous sequence as that ball played on by DeFonso. To the top of the area comes Zizek to clear it away from the on-charging Atiota. That could have been an opportunity, and now we get a foul called on that slight touch from Fracasso against Rashid, and now the two come together. Rashid taking exception to Fracasso getting in the way. But the referee does well to separate them without anything else coming out of it. Ball working the far flank here as Prostars try bring it into the penalty area on the foot of Bedenenkovic, but it's turned over. And Dasrat Hercules playing it out wide. Barone, he gets chopped down. And that's going to be a caution. So a yellow card in the 80th minute. And have a look at the replay of this one. Not much effort there from Bedenenkovic to play the ball, and he goes into the book with that yellow card. Frustration starting to set in here for Prostars, knowing they've got less than 10 minutes here to try get 2 back. Getsos, who's taken a few tough knocks today, slow to get up from that contact with Bedenenkovic. And now the Bolts will restart the play with the free kick. Getsos gets it back in play with the strike. That's off the defender. Reese does well to keep that in after it ricocheted off Rashid. Reese with the drop kick. Noguera battling for possession. Tries to turn on the defender. DeFonso can't come away with it cleanly. Still battling for possession. He hauls down Getsos. And that's a free kick for Thornhill. Have a look at this replay as Getsos getting a couple of rough goes here. And he's going to have to shake that one off. Playing it back for Zizek. The keeper with the left-footed boot up the field. Barone makes the play, but the flag goes up. He's offside. And that'll haul back any progression from the Thornhill Bolts. Prostars need a sense of urgency here, down by 2 with under 10 to go, and they give it away from the free kick. Fracasso playing it back for Getsos. Return now to Schust. The ball chested down nicely by Morgan, and now he's sent on a run. Joshua Morgan at the brink of the penalty area. Tries to cross over. Brought down cleanly. Looking for options as it's played back now to Gutzel, and he makes the touch over to Ruben Andre. Ruben Andre taking on the defender in Vitlail. He's a little bit on the back there, and it's too aggressive on the back from Ruben Andre, and it'll be a free kick for Prostars. As we approach the 83rd minute, and with a 3-1 lead, Thornhill trying to see this out to the final whistle. Ruben Andre comes up with the interception, picked up here by Schust, taking it towards the corner. He's shielded, draws back for Morgan. Tries a left-footed whip in. That's blocked by Rashid. Check, that was Abu Sobe who got the block. And now picked up by Ramsey-Wack Augustus. They try pick out Morgan with the pass. That's intercepted, and here go the Prostars, trying to break onto the attacking side of half. Beraninkovic rushing that one, and Zizik out of his area to quickly knock it back up into Prostars territory. Vitlail, Beraninkovic, he's got time to turn and carry it forward. Being chased from behind, again gives it away. He's just lacked that precision touch in the last few minutes. Morgan tries to drop back. DeFonso shields it out, but it's going to go for a Thornhill throw. And we've got a player down in the form of Getsos, who's taken a number of knocks lately and maybe starting to feel the physical toll in his style of play. '85th minute of action, and we're going to get a substitution coming up here for Thornhill as Paulo Imeneo gets set to come back into the match. And there you see the head coach for Thornhill, Paulo Kumu, as he tries to give some support to his team here for the final stretch. Take this opportunity to remind you that soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Prostars are going to get possession here, but time ticking away, just 5 minutes plus any added time remaining here in the boys under 17 final at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. And Prostars will get a free kick here to try and make something happen. They play it short up the wing, but before the official gives his blessing, so we'll have to retake it. As Zain Rashid stands over top the ball, putting players to the top of the penalty area, looking to receive a cross here. Barone there with the defensive header, only a partial clearance, as Talischuk couldn't get it away, stolen by Fracasso. And remember, he's got the goal that made it 3-1. Fracasso carries it up before dishing off for Schust. Schust lays it back, now it's to Fracasso by way of Dasrat Hercules. Fracasso tried to send Morgan on the run, and actually, I think it was Barone there. And now here go Prostars back the other way. Ball fed up, intended for Atiota. A little too far out of his range. He challenges the defender, but shielded well by Dasrat Hercules out for the goal kick. So Zizek will take his time here to get this back in play, knowing that his team with a 2-goal cushion and only a handful of minutes remaining in this match are in the driver's seat here at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium field. Well struck by Zizek. Morgan challenges there against Pisani. Morgan comes away with it, sets up Barone into the penalty area, draws to his right, takes the shot. Lots of power behind that, but couldn't get over top of it enough to keep it on net. And it's out for a goal kick. Reese will reset the ball here and try get the Prostars up the pitch with little time remaining. Reese, who's had a solid match despite conceding 3 times. He made some big saves, especially in the first half, maybe the save of the weekend so far. But his team need offense now, and they've got to strip it away here from Ruben Andre. He does well to hold possession. Nice work by Ruben Andre. Schust. Ruben Andre with the header. Running onto it is Guzzle. He'll catch this. Guzzle looking for a crossing option. Plays the ball in, but Pisani there with the defensive blockage. And then Vitlail finishes the clearance out for the throw. 88th minute. As Cedar Guzzle will take his time getting this back in play. as he opts to leave it for Quentin Rubain-Andre. Rubain-Andre tosses towards the penalty area. A bit of a push there by Morgan, and that's a free kick given up to Prostars. Pisani looking to play this long. Delivers it, intended for DiFonso, but never in an area where he can make a play, and it's out for a throw-in. There you get a look at Paulo Imaneo, one of the captains today for Thornhill, and he made some crucial plays throughout this match, more active in the first half, sustaining a bit of a knock in the second half, but he's led his team well as they lead this match 3-1. Reese playing the long ball across the half. Dasrat Hercules with the defensive effort, and there's Imaneo to clear it across the line. Picked up now by Prostars as trying to work back onto the attacking side is Piziak. Dishes that one off. That ball played by Abu Sobe off the mark, and here go Thornhill. Barone, he plays that one for a teammate to run onto in Fracasso. Fracasso checking his options. He's got Barone with him, plays it over. Barone looking to draw to his right foot, takes the shot, and Remy Barone has had a handful of good looks today, but that finish has just eluded him. But at this juncture in the match, such little time left, you don't mind him having a go there. DiFonso chasing after this ball, trying to take on the defender. DiFonso gets hauled down. That's going to be a free kick and maybe more as the caution comes out to Cedar Guzzle. And get a look at the replay because the speed of Francesco DiFonso creating that opportunity. There's the handful of jersey. DiFonso wanted to take it quickly, but with the yellow card coming out, the referee prevents the quick restart, and the yellow card shown to Cedar Guzzle. DiFonso setting up for the free kick. Two-man wall defends. Prostars pushing pretty much everybody into the penalty area. Cross comes in, headed away by a defender. Shust gets to it. He'll continue on here as Cooper Shust takes it forward, makes the pass up to Rubain-Andre. Rubain-Andre crossing over, taking the ball now to his right foot, taking on Vitlale. Vitlale knocks it out, and that's going to be a corner kick. So into added time here, and we'll get confirmation. A minimum of 6 minutes to be added on here as shown by the fourth official. And of course, that's at the referee's discretion. So at least 6 more to be played, giving Prostars a bit of life and a bit of hope here. But it's going to be a corner for Thornhill. And predictably, they're going to keep it right there in the corner, trying to shield the ball away. It's promptly knocked out and a throw into Thornhill. We've got a player down on the pitch in Atiota, and he's going to need a substitution here. Lenny Atiota finding the back of the net earlier for Prostars, but now being forced out of action with the injury. Hopefully he's okay. He had a really strong performance today for Mississauga. Michael Romano comes back into the game, taking the place of Atiota, who again was the lone Prostars player to find success converting on his goal. That ball out of play. Once again, a Thornhill throw to come. Thornhill looking to make a substitution soon. In fact, they're going to bring 2 players on, including Leo Zambri. But for now, Prostars come away with possession. DiFonso, he plays it forward. Talischuk has the man out wide in support. Rashid, he plays it up the line. It's out for a Mississauga throw-in. As they take possession and look to restart play. Nagara, he's tripped up, no call. It's out for a throw. Talischuk tries to flip past the defender. Talischuk spinning, trying to make something happen. As Ramsey-Wack Augustus in there defensively. Nagara, he plays it out wide. Cross attempt blocked by Ramsey-Wack Augustus. And now picked up by Nagara. Nearly 3 minutes gone in the minimum of 6 to be played here. We're in added time at the boys under 17 final at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024, as it's picked up now by Abu Sobe. Playing it forward, it's turned over as they try pick out Barone with the pass. Schust on it, he's taken down. Play continuing on here with Prostars, working the far flank. Trying to whip a cross in over the head of Romano. Volleyed towards the near touchline, and keeping it in play is Vitlail. He makes the pass over to Piziak. Nice through ball, but a better block there by Dasrat Hercules, and that negates any threat. Vitlail volleys out forward. DiFonso tries to get a flick on. Romano couldn't get to it ahead of Guzel. Back now with Abu Sobe. Switches to the far flank. Nagara trying to take this down. Nagara shielding there from the defender, but Ramsey-Wack Augustus comes away with it and now plays a long ball up the line for Barone to run onto. Barone, he's got some space and a decision to make as he tries to track into the penalty area. Draws in front. Oh, what a chance! As Cooper Schuss took the opportunity and just put it over top the bar. What a chance there for Schust. After that run from Barone. And now we're going to get a substitution here for Thornhill. 2 players coming in, including Marlon Swaby and Leo Zambri, as Marcus Fracasso comes out of the match. What a game from Fracasso. As we've got Nagara dropping to a knee here. Looks like he's going to need a change for Prostars. I've only seen one. Oh, the other player coming out for Thornhill is Joshua Morgan. Great job by Morgan up front as well. His impact really changing the game here. And the substitution for Prostars sees DaCosta back into the match in place of the injured Nagara. Here go Thornhill, carrying the ball forward, taking the shot attempt was Zambri. Zambri shoots! Oh, and just parried over the bar by Reese. Good save there by the Prostars keeper. Have another look. Leo Zambri freshly into this match. First shot attempt blocked, but followed it up and on the volley. If not for that save, he would have had a moment of Ontario Cup glory to himself there. The Bolts keep it short from the corner, drawing in 3 defenders from Prostars. A lot of physical exchange there, and a free kick awarded to the Bolts. So approaching the 6-minute minimum mark here. As with some of these substitutions and delays, you got to expect another minute or 2 maybe to be tacked on. But Thornhill looking like they're going to lock this down. As from the free kick, they'll keep it short in the corner once again. Ball knocked loose out for a Bolts throw-in. Prostars trying to urge them on here. As Schust is going to take the throw, keeps it short again. Scrum forward, and once again knocked out for a Thornhill throw. A little bit of ragging going on now, but up by 2. You can't fault them at all. They've earned it. As it's played back for Imaneo. He knocks that out of touch. It'll be a throw-in for Mississauga, and likely their last charge up the pitch. Imaneo knocks it out again. Prostars desperately trying to get up here. Long throw controlled initially by DaCosta. Romano touches it on. DaCosta running onto it. DaCosta crosses into the penalty area. Knocked away by Guzzle. Not completely clear though. Now Imaneo comes in. He gets the clearance, and the final whistle sounds with the Thornhill Bolts securing a 3-1 win over Mississauga Prostars FC in a phenomenal match here for the boys under 17 final at the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Fans being asked to leave the pitch, but their celebration flowing over as the team has earned this one. The Thornhill Bolts coming out with a 3-1 victory today. And let's get a look at the final match stats, and you get a sense of the domination at times from Thornhill in this game as they outshot Prostars 26-7, 15 on target compared to 6 on target for Prostars. And look at that domination in corners, 11-1, leading to the 3-1 victory. Fans being asked to leave the field as we'll get a look at some of the highlights from the match here, with Thornhill taking this one 3-1 over Prostars, wrapping up a great day of MilkUP Ontario Cup action. Well, Prostars started early with an incredible chance, but a tremendous save by Evan Reese. However, Reese would concede 3 times in this match. Not necessarily his fault. He was strong between the sticks. Prostars just unable to give him the support at times with that high-powered offense from the Bolts. That athletic bicycle kick attempt from Tiota, who would end up finding the back of the net on this play, Lenny Tiota. But that was the lone bright moment for Prostars because their lead did not last long, thanks to Justin Capitao. Brings the ball down and buries it home for a beautiful goal, at the time tying the match. Here's the free kick from Fracasso. That led to a lucky bounce and then a strong aerial finish from Cesar Ramsey-Wack Augustus to make it 2-1. And then not long later, Fracasso would find the back of the net himself. A beautiful goal from Marcus Fracasso. And Fracasso, arguably the man of the match today for the Thornhill Bolts. As Morgan charging forward with a chance. Both teams continued to play hard until the final whistle. And you have to give a nod of the cap for both of these squads putting on an entertaining match here at the boys under 17 final of the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024, live from the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. Thornhill would continue to press with opportunities. Capitao again letting one fly. And Reese, as you saw through the full-time match stats, he was the busier of the 2 keepers for sure today, having to make a number of saves, including that one, again, off the foot of Capitao. Set piece opportunity for Prostars, and that one to the back post where it was punched out by Zizek. He didn't have to make too many saves, but he was good when called upon for the Bolts. And there's an attempt from Cooper Schuss that didn't miss by much, as he had a nice impact coming on as a substitute in the second half. How about that defensive work from the back line, including the effort from Dasrat Hercules today? And ultimately, Thornhill playing a complete game. And even though they missed that late chance from Schuss, it wouldn't have mattered because they secure a 3-1 victory today in the final. Another great save by Reese there to close out the match on the chance from Zambri. And the Thornhill Bolts are your champions in the boys under 17 division at the MilkUP Ontario Cup 2024. And they will represent Ontario at the Canadian Soccer Nationals in October. So congratulations to both teams. And before we sign off here, we want to thank you again and thank our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partner from Dairy Farmers of Ontario, who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk in a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our apparel, uniform, and equipment partners, O'Neill Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport and Nothers the Awards Store. Well, on behalf of our tremendous technical crew, my name's Nico Cardarelli. Thank you for tuning in all weekend long. We'll be back next weekend as we've been coming to you live from the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field. And we'll be back next week with more of the 2024 MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. Have yourselves a good night. Get home safe, folks.